Hello, hello, this is Kathleen from oldworldfarmhouse.com, and today I'm going to be giving you my review of Sherwin-Williams Emerald Urethane Trim Enamel. This is one of those cool new paints that purports to behave like an oil paint, being sturdy and just having a certain luster, but have the ease of cleanup of a water-based paint. It's a little bit expensive. I think usually everything at Sherwin-Williams is 25% off, like permanently, and with that discount it's like $75 for a gallon. So it's a little bit more expensive. And I'm going to show you how it goes on. It handles a little bit differently, I think, from your typical latex. But all in all, I think it's an excellent choice for trim. I have this in a satin, which is one of the lowest sheens that you can get. And it is tinted to a color match with Benjamin Moore's cotton balls. Okay, so I've just got a regular old nylon polyester trim brush, and I've mixed the paint just with the stir stick, and I'm gonna paint straight out of the can. I had primed these baseboards a couple years ago, and I'm not going to re-prime. I just primed them and left them and never got around to painting the trim. So that's what I'm gonna work on today. So this urethane paint basically handles just like any other paint. It's very similar to latex, but I find it a teeny bit more drippy, a teeny bit more smelly, and it takes a teeny bit longer to dry than your typical latex. In fact, let me read the can and see what it says about dry times, because that is my lived experience, but I don't know what Sherwin-Williams has to say about it. I can't remember. So I'm gonna take a look at the can. Okay, so Sherwin-Williams says it's dry to the touch in 2 hours and it's ready for a recoat in 4 hours, which is, I think, exactly what they say about their other paints. Well, at least their ceiling paint. I'm hoping that I will only need one coat of paint on these baseboards since they've already been primed. Maybe 1.5. All right, this is the Sherwin-Williams Emerald Urethane Trim Enamel, freshly coated onto this baseboard. This is one coat right there, and it's looking pretty good. This is a really nice, thick, tough trim paint. The urethane trim enamel, after it's 4 hours of drying time, just this little section that I did, and it is over one coat of primer. I think the coverage is pretty good. I think I'll touch up in just a few spots, but I won't do an entire second coat. I'm embarrassed to show this, but it's like a paint that drips slowly, so you don't think you have any drips, and then you look back and you do. So see here on my corners, this is a mess, and I'm gonna have to go back and fix all of this. But other than that, you can see it is, it's a real nice paint. This is the Sherwin-Williams Emerald Urethane Trim Enamel in satin in the color Rookswood Shutter Green, which is a lot darker. It took 2 coats to do the trim in this room. Here's what it looks like up close. It does have this great sort of hardness to it. The one thing about it is I do think it is a bit more challenging. Here you go. Here's a mistake I made. It's a bit more challenging than your typical latex because it's quite thick. And I found that if I didn't really watch what I was doing, I would get these drips, and like I would paint this and it would look fine, but then since the paint is so thick, there was more on the brush than I realized, and I'd look back like after I'd moved on like to over here and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm getting a drip. How is that possible? Just be mindful, it's quite thick and a little goes a very, very long way. But what you're left with in the end, I think, is a gorgeous looking trim. A wonderful low satin shine, and it just looks tough and it has held up beautifully. Thanks so much for watching this video. If it was helpful, could you please give me a thumbs up down below? And this is Kathleen from oldworldfarmhouse.com. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.